Okay, it's working. All right. My name is Chad Rodriguez, and this is an informative speech on how cell phones negatively affect a person's attention span. The first cell phone was created back in 1973 by Motorola engineer Martin Cooper. Ever since then, cell phones have been growing in huge varieties. As they grew in a variety of sizes, cell phones were becoming more available and easier to use. At the same time, the growth of cell phones has been grabbing the attention of the user exponentially. By now, they have become a nuisance in many of the daily activities of people like you and me. Some of those activities that a cell phone negatively affects a person's attention span involve driving, cooking, working, or even writing speeches for college classes. I'll use the example I used earlier of how cell phones affect a person's driving. Every person wants to have a cell phone on them when they go for a drive to have the ability to call someone for help if they get into an accident or if they are in trouble. But at the same time of having that luxury, people also take advantage of that safety and continue to use their cell phones even when they're driving on the road. As the website Psychology Today states, as of 2017, not only are 27% of all automobile accidents believed to result from talking or texting while driving, but smartphone use has also been implicated in several recent rail disasters as well. Cell phones inevitably take too much of our attention on the road and make us bad drivers. As from the American Psychological Association, they said that in one study, when drivers talked on a cell phone, their reactions to imperative events such as braking for a traffic light or a decelerating vehicle were significantly slower than when they were not talking on the cell phone. Sometimes the driver were so impaired that they were involved in a traffic accident. So that just tells you how much of a negative impression cell phones have on you when you're driving. Another subject that cell phones impair the attention span of a person would be that of schoolwork. When doing schoolwork with a cell phone around, many times you'll get a buzz from your phone and you'll start squirming to check to see who it was. Just within that time it was taking to create most of this speech, that has happened over a numerous amount of times. ABC News has also stated something about how cell phones affect students with homework or studying. They said that additional research on electronic devices shows that smartphones can reduce the ability to think to a person's full potential, and additional research from Stanford University reveals that intense multitasking decreases the efficiency of completing a given task. In many cases, people doing homework or having to focus something to focus on, they put their phones onto silent mode or airplane mode to help themselves have that room for focusing on what they're working on. In other situations, cell phones also hinder the productivity in people's work. Sometimes having your cell phone at work helps the time pass, but for most workplaces, having cell phones makes it harder to focus onto the efficiency of the employee's work. Cell phones can take away the extra time employees have to refine their work that was done and places a limit because of how much attention people give to their cell phone. Business News Daily said that a study from the staffing firm revealed that mobile devices are the biggest distraction during the workday. Specifically, workers waste an average of 56 minutes per day, or nearly 5 hours a week, using their mobile devices for non-work activities. Cell phones don't just take away the extra time employees have to refine their work, but they also cut personal, physical relationships with people you work with. Corporate Wellness magazine also said something about how cell phones affect physical relationships with people at work, and they stated that there has been a limitation placed on personal relationships with employees, management, and clients by relying solely on technology. Altogether, the era of cell phones has been growing for almost half a century and will continue to grow. Whether it be taking all of your attention or none at all, It depends on the cell phone's user itself. As the era continues to grow, hopefully it gives us all leadway into creating more time for the things around us to focus on. That is my speech, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.